Good morning to you, dear friends and subscribers. This is your host Ram, welcoming you to your daily edition of the Cricket Happening Show with the news that India, the defending champions, India has entered the semi-finals of World Cup 2015 as they had a very comfortable victory over Bangladesh when India won by a margin of 109 runs. Well, it was predictable because India has been on a roll, no doubt about it. But still, one felt that Bangladesh, who had actually made it to the quarterfinals, they had some substance in them. But India really proved more superior on this particular day. Now, as far as India were concerned, the toss was a very good toss to win. It was won by Mahendra Singh Dhoni of India. And India, Mahendra Singh Dhoni at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, as I said, was packed to absolute capacity with lots of Indian and Bangladeshi fans milling around with lots of flags in their hands. And it all started with India batting first, and Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan opening the innings for India. And well, it all started off. In fact, the Indian batsmen were in absolutely no trouble in the power play overs. In fact, Rohit Sharma started off by making a statement from the very first ball when he faced from the Bangladeshi captain Mashrafe Mortaza, when he creamed it through the covers for a beautiful boundary. And after that, runs were really flowing from the blades of both Rohit Sharma and Dhawan. In fact, the batsman looked in absolutely no trouble when Mashrafe Mortaza, who thought was a bit rusty, he was not looking. He probably had a problem with his knee. One does not know. But the run-up was very gingerly. There was not much of a sort of a liveliness in Mashrafe Mortaza, I thought. Taskin Ahmed, the youngster, also found it pretty tough with the openers really opening up and playing their strokes. And India were going at a clip of 5 runs per over in the first 10 overs of the power play. They already put up probably around, I think it was 55 runs on the board. And Rohit Sharma and Dhawan were not looking in any discomfort at all. They were handling the bowlers pretty well. They were actually playing their strokes. And while this was going on and the score had reached 75, India actually lost their first wicket, but not before a very good opening stand was put by India, and that was the time. And in fact, Shakib and the captain Mashrafe Mortaza tried since Shikhar Dhawan was on the crease, and Shikhar Dhawan normally has a fallibility to fault off spinners. He brought his bowlers Nasirus, and I thought he did a wonderful job. In fact, he bowled 9 overs. He was the one who throttled his Indian innings, I thought, and also Mahmudullah, who bowled only 1 over. But Shikhar Dhawan, well, after making 30 runs, was the first wicket to go as Shakib Al Hasan was brought into the attack, picked up the wicket as he was Shikhar Dhawan trying to go for an airy stroke, was stumped by Mushfiqur Rahim for 30. That was the first wicket to go. After that, Virat Kohli failed in a very bad manner as he was caught behind the bowling with Rubul Hussain for 3. India were 79 for 2. Rahane could contribute only 19 of 37 balls with 1 4 as he became a victim of Taskin Ahmed. But Rohit Sharma was, and that was the stage when India were 115 for 3 in the 28th over. It looked like Bangladesh were really coming back to the game, and they definitely did. They were doing all the good things there, and they were throttling the Indian batting, I would say. But Rohit Sharma, with his cool and calm composure, was slowly accumulating runs at the time. Suresh Raina was an able partner. He also, both of them actually stitched together a partnership to take the score. As I said, Bangladesh really enjoyed a very good phase of play at that time, where they had the Indians under definite control after a good start by Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan. But then the score reached, and they put on 122 runs partnership, which was the big key there. And Raina also started off slowly, but slowly started getting his strokes out in the open. Rohit Sharma also, once he reached his century, he started showing his rich repertoire of strokes, and things started beginning to happen. But that was the time when Mashrafe Mortaza came in and picked up Suresh Raina's wicket, but not before Raina had scored a wonderful 57 balls, 7 fours and 1 6 to give India a real chance to go to the 300 mark, as India's score read 237 for 4, and then Rohit Sharma, after reaching his century, capped it up with 3 sixes. He hit Shakib Al Hasan over the long on fence. And then India thought that probably with a lot of firepower to come in the form of Dhoni and Jadeja, India thought that probably they could get to a score of probably 325. But that was not to be, as Taskin Ahmed claimed the wicket of Mahendra Singh Dhoni for 6 very cheaply, and then it was left to Rohit Sharma and Jadeja to take it through. Rohit Sharma, before Dhoni came in, Rohit Sharma was a goner, as he was clean bowled by Taskin Ahmed, but not before making a wonderful century. He was the one who actually held the innings together right from the beginning, and he made a very sedate knock, one could say, under the circumstances. 137 of 126 balls, 14 fours and 3 sixes. Jadeja was the one who gave the finishing touches to the game by contributing an unbeaten 23 of 10 deliveries, 4 fours in that knock. Ashwin was not out on 3, and India reached, I thought, a very good score at the MCG ground, just never been chased. 302 for 6 wickets of the 50 overs, which was a pretty good score. The bowling, as I said, Mushraf Murtaza was looking pretty listless. 10 overs cost him 69 runs on 1 wicket. Taskin Ahmed, well, he got the wickets, but I thought he was pretty costly. 10 overs, 69 runs on 3 wickets. And also, let me tell you, the outfield was pretty lightning fast. If you were actually stroking the ball used to really race to the boundary. That was good to see. Nasir Hussain, I thought, really bowled well. In fact, he really throttled the Indian batting order with his off spinners. Nasir Hussain 9 overs, no made, none for 35. Mahmudullah 1 over, none for 4. Rubeil Hussain also, I thought he bowled well, but he got one big wicket, and that was of Rubeil Hussain, and it was a great celebration when he picked up Virat Kohli's wicket. 1 for 56. Shakib Al Hasan did his job. 10 overs, no made, 1 for 58. As far as the Bangladeshi batting was concerned, chasing 3 on 2, it was a stiff ask for them, considering it's a big ground. It all started off with the Indian bowlers once again, as they have done in the World Cup, not allowing any room for the batsmen, cramping them for room, not allowing the batsmen to maneuver. Tamim Iqbal and Imrul Kais find it pretty difficult, and they had to almost wait till the 4th over to get their first boundary in that power play, as Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Shami were bowling some testing deliveries. And then finally, the first wicket to go was Tamim Iqbal. Now, Tamim Iqbal, after being kept very quiet for 5 overs, suddenly started at rattling pace, as he rattled off 3 fours in a single over of the bowling of Mohammad Shami. But Umesh Yadav was the one who picked up his wicket. What a beautiful delivery. The ball just moved away a shade, and Tamim Iqbal was sucked into it, and Dhoni behind the stumps was the one who took the catch. So Tamim Iqbal was the first wicket to go. Caught Dhoni, bowled Yadav for 25 of 25 balls with 4 fours. After that, the very next delivery, there was a serious misunderstanding between Soumya Sarkar and Imrul Kais, as I would say Soumya Sarkar sold Imrul Kais down the river, as Imrul Kais was run out, not backing properly. He was run out by Jadeja Yadav combination for 5, and Bangladesh were 33 for 2 with both the openers in the hutch. Soumya Sarkar was, along with Mahmudullah, the best player for Bangladesh in the World Cup this time. But Soumya Sarkar, that was the time. Rohit Sharma was also bowling. Rohit Sharma a bit costly, I would say, a bit wayward at the time. Soumya Sarkar and Mahmudullah then slowly started pushing things for Bangladesh by taking the score to 73 in the 17th over. And Soumya Sarkar also hit one beautiful 6 of the bowling of Ravichandran Ashwin. And Mahmudullah was also taking it a bit easy. He was trying to get himself in. And that was the time Mohammad Shami produced a short delivery to Mahmudullah. Mahmudullah going for trying to actually play a hook shot of it, but the ball actually took the edge of the bat and the ball flew, and what a catch taken by Dhawan. Just at the boundary ropes, he plucked it up, and it was a beautiful catch as Mahmudullah walked back to the pavilion out to 21 of 31 balls with 2 fours. Bangladesh were 73 for 3 at that stage. And then Soumya Sarkar, as you know, he's one who has always been consumed by the bouncer. As the other day, England's Chris Jordan consumed him, and Soumya Sarkar, I'm sure he would learn from mistakes. He would be a better player. We know that he's a very talented player that he has shown in the World Cup. And Soumya Sarkar trying to hook a short delivery from Mohammad Shami, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni taking a real screamer behind the stumps as he dived full length, and with one hand he picked up the catch, and Soumya Sarkar had to walk back to the pavilion, out for 29 or 43 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6, and Bangladesh really found themselves to be in trouble at 90 for 4 in the 21st over. After that, they had 2 big guys at the crease, and that was the big hope for Bangladesh. If at all, they had to usurp the total of the Indian total of 302. Shakib Al Hasan and Mushfiqur Rahim found life pretty difficult there, with the spinners Ravichandran Ashwin not giving anything away, and Suresh Raina and then Jadeja also bowling. But I thought Ashwin was the key. Ashwin was bowling superbly with his experience, and Shakib Al Hasan was also finding difficult. And definitely Bangladesh were really caught in 2 minds as to what to do, because they had to really settle down first, and they were doing that. And while they were doing that, and they had taken the score to 104, these 2 main batsmen, And that was the time India would have been very relieved that they got this wicket, as Shakib Al Hasan was caught by Shami at the bowling of Jadeja for 10 of 34 balls, which made the score 104 for 5. Mushfiqur Rahim was still there, hope was still there for Bangladesh, as Sabir Rahman, the big hitter, came ahead of Nasir Hussain. As you know, he's a big hitter, but he found that it was not easy to taunt the Indian bowlers, as the Indian bowlers were keeping a very good length to Sabir Rahman. Mushfiqur Rahim, well, after that he definitely tried some strokes, but he was a goner, as Yadav actually picked up his wicket. He was gone for 27 or 43 balls with 2 fours, and then it became definitely Nasir Hussain and Sabir Rahman were there. Some hope was there for them. They tried their bit. They actually chiseled together a partnership of 50 runs, but while doing so, Sabir Rahman, as I said, couldn't really taunt the ball as he would have probably done. Nasir Hussain, well, he played some very good strokes. I thought he got himself into some good form there, but well, nothing was really enough, as the Indian bowlers were really tightening up there. And finally, the task became all too impossible for Bangladesh. Sabir Rahman was out for 30 or 40 balls with 2 fours. Nasir Hussain was consumed by Jadeja of 34 balls. And then a mere formality. Mashraf Murtaza was dismissed by Rohit Sharma for 1. Ruben Hussain was out to Umesh Yadav for duck. It was all over. But India had a comfortable victory of 100 over Bangladesh by 109 runs in this quarterfinal, and they went into the semi-finals for the World Cup 2015, and they'll be waiting for the match today, which is going to happen between Pakistan and Australia, to know whom they are facing in the semi-finals. What a match that would be. Well, 193 all out India winning the match by 109 runs. The bowling was superb, I thought. Defending a big score, it was always going to be easy for India. Umesh Yadav, 9 overs, 1 wicket, 4 for 31, absolutely on the money. Mohammad Shami continued his splendid work in the World Cup, 8 overs, 1 wicket, 2 for 37. Rohit Sharma was costly with 7 overs, 1 for 36. Ashwin was absolutely superb, 10 overs, 1 wicket, none for 30. Shreyas Iyer, 3 overs, 1 wicket, none for 15. Jadeja, 8 overs, no wicket, 2 for 42. India advancing to the semi-finals. Rohit Sharma was named man of the match. The match was done. As I said, India would be awaiting today's game, which is coming up between Pakistan and Australia, the third quarterfinals of the World Cup 2015. And tomorrow, by tomorrow, one would know who India would be facing in the semi-finals. This is going to be a meaty clash between Australia and Pakistan, which is going to happen today at the Adelaide Oval, and I'll be back with a full match report tomorrow, as usual, in the morning. I hope you all enjoyed my cricket broadcast here, this on a Thursday, and thanks for your company as usual. This is your host Ram signing off for the day. Thank you.